Here with line track and field coach George Pincock following the first day of the Southland Conference Indoor Championships. Coach, just your overall thoughts on today, how today went.
Yeah, I'm going to echo what I said for most of our regular season. There was some good, there was some bad, there was some average. But overall, I think our kids came out, they were competitive. We were putting ourselves in a good position, to be honest. Nothing to be disappointed about.
We'll touch on the prelims first before we touch on the few medals and point scores on the day. First off, obviously, a lot of school records on the women's side, 6 women in total punching their tickets to tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look through the list. I think we have Neve in the 400 and 200. We have Amara in the high jump, Amara in the hurdles before she high jumps. And then I think, what do we have tomorrow? I'm just going through my list.
Annette and Mareva, Annette in the mile and those two in the 800.
That's right, yeah, 8 mile and 800. So I thought they ran spectacular tonight. So I'm excited about that. And like I said, I think we put ourselves in a really good position, especially on the women's side.
And then looking on the men's side, also 6 going through the finals on that side as well.
Yeah, we got some in the sprints. We got some people through in the 60, 2 there, 1 through in the 200, a really quality 200 tonight. And the top qualifier in miles, I thought he looked really, really good over the 400 meters there. So excited about that. And then also Shane, our freshman in the 60-meter hurdles, which was really tight. So again, just put yourself in the race and pray for the best on day 2.
Touch on a little bit of the finals events that happened today. First off, just the first person to finish, also the last person that just medaled in Tina Sampson, second in both the pentathlon and a great jump in her last time in the long jump.
Yeah, it's just a long day. She got to we left the hotel at 6:45 this morning, and I think it's 7:30 now. So a long day for her. 16 big points between the 2 events. And long jump was a little bit rough for her. Kind of battling some tiredness, some nagging injuries. And just kind of got back on the runway on her last jump and looked at us and said, I'm doing this. And she put it together.
And on the pole vault, both men's and women's, 22.5 points combined between the 2.
Yeah.
Touch on first Parker Williams, first appearance as a Lion and coming up with a clutch 4th place finish.
Another kid that I'm really, really proud of. Last week in Arkansas, he had a pretty big crash in the pole vault, came down inside the box right on his tailbone. And has been a little ginger ever since. But for him to get on the pole 5 days later says a lot about his character and how bad that he wants to compete. So for him to come in and get points as a freshman, really, really proud of him.
And then finally on the women's side, Peyton Berry and Kira Van Den going 1-2.
Yeah.
Peyton winning her first title as a true freshman.
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome for them. I saw them before the event, and they were having fun. They're smiling, and just to see them go 1-2 is something I always love.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Avi.